And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? You met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Lou Ferrigno, Arnold, okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes.
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I got
When
to
it's
try
time,
this with you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
Just a sexy eye right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? I'm sorry, I gotta fix this camera here real quick, the angle a little bit. What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well out there in the world. I hope the world is treating you well today. You're having a wonderful and marvelous rest of your Monday, if not the end of your Monday, you know, or the beginning of your Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this overseas right here. But anyway, man, there's been a lot of things going on today for myself personally. But I'm glad to be on with you guys to chop it up, chill, and all that. The RNC convention is popping off here in a little bit. I'm interested to see how they get things off and popping. If it's gonna be good, that's the question. I'm very interested to see how it goes. You know, how it all goes down. But definitely comment down below. Let me know that you guys are feeling good. I'm going to send out a good evening to everybody real quick. Boom. There you go. There you have it. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are doing well out there. You know, I obviously just put out a video, or I put out a video just about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Man, it was more than three, about 3 hours ago. Which was covering everything that was going down, all the stuff that has gone down or has been going down with the Jacob Blake situation, if you will. And it's been a crazy one. There's a lot going on with that one for sure. And it's terrible. It's a terrible story. It's a terrible situation. It's a terrible set of events that have gone on over the past 24 hours. I mean, it looks like we're going to be marching into another night in kenosha, in Wisconsin again. More and more, they're still trying to implement a curfew, but the riots and the protests rage on as we speak. And it looks like once the lights go out, once the sun goes down, more chaos will ensue, you know? And of course, there's a lot of people that are in their field, that feel some type of way about this particular event. I obviously talked about my own 2 cents. I honestly put my own 2 cents into the thing. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. That video, I know that it's been getting some hits. People are looking at it for sure. And, yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about it. And from what I'm seeing from Tanuvane, he's saying they sent 125 National Guards right now. If that's true, woo! That's insane. What up, John? What up, man? James, what's up? Tanu Vane, what's up, man? Good evening to all you guys. Yeah, man. But here it is, James. You said I'd expect it from NYC, but Kenosha? Well, here it is, man. This is the world that we live in right now. This is the world that we live in. So expect the expected now. I mean, if anything goes awry, things are going to be, anything goes awry or anything goes out there to the general public where it's not fully explained, real talk, chaos is coming with it. You know what I'm saying? The wrath of God is coming with it. I'm telling you, you know, you're gonna see cars getting blown up, cars on fire, looting and rioting going on in the streets. You're gonna see National Guards going into the streets and all that. You're gonna see tear gas. You're gonna see rubber bullets. You're gonna see bullets. I mean, as soon as somebody gets hurt by the popo, the public speaks. The public not speaks, but the public reacts. And that's exactly what's going on right now. It's inevitable. Unfortunately, it's just the an inevitable sequence of events that happen now. And it sucks. So much that I received a video. Actually, I hadn't even pulled this up yet. I had not even pulled it up yet, and I should. But oh, okay. I'll check it out. Tanu Vane. Thank you. Thank you for sending it. Yep, there it is. See? Did you hear that? That means you just sent that. Thank you. That means I just got an email, y'all. Thank you so much. Let me check this out, man. Let me check this out. The National Guard called out after police shoot black man in Wisconsin. So Wisconsin's mayor summoned the National Guard for fear of another round of violent protests Monday after the police shooting of a black man under murky circumstances turned Kenosha into the nation's latest flashpoint city in a summer of racial unrest. So Tony Evers, the Democratic governor, said that 120 members of the National Guard would be in Kenosha by night with responsibility for, quote unquote, guarding infrastructure and making sure our firefighters and others involved are protected. So county authorities also announced that an 8 p.m. curfew will be implemented again starting tonight. So I don't know where they land. I don't know what time zone that they land, but Wisconsin, I don't know if they're an hour ahead or an hour behind me. I don't remember. I don't know my geography, but it looks like, if it has already been implemented or it's about to be implemented anytime now. But like I said, be ready for more crazy footage, for more crazy videos and more stuff all over social media showing the city going up in flames. Sorry, but it's the truth. Today was absolute chaos. I saw some videos. Actually, some people actually emailed me and messaged me a whole bunch of videos of people just straight looting places. One of them I thought was very interesting because it's literally just a continuous shot of one aisle of, like, it must be some sort of convenience store. It's got to be like a CVS or like a Walmart or something like that, but it's a whole bunch of dudes looting one aisle. I don't know if it's like the makeup aisle or if it's like a candy aisle. I don't know what it is, but they're just straight looting that mug, trying to break into other things, and they're just grabbing whatever they can get. They're grabbing whatever they can get. It is insane. Actually, I'm going to try to pull that up really quick because it was crazy, man. That stuff was crazy. Yeah, this was nuts. And don't get me wrong, like, I understand that there's unrest. I understand that there's people that are very upset about what's going on. I get that. Like, I get it. I gets it. But it's, when it comes to looting, to me, I think otherwise about this one. about the looting. John, Caitlin, okay, does anyone know the details of the shooting, or is everything based on the video? Okay, so, John, you have not seen my video as of late. I put up a video full on breakdown of everything. Some background story about I found out what his police record was, just a full-on story about who he is, what his criminal record is, because he has quite an interesting one, and he definitely does have a history of violence in his police record. I found that to be very important in regards to why he is sitting there going like why he wasn't complying. But if you check out that video, I go into deep detail about everything. Jacob, what's up, man? How you doing, my brother? You know what I'm saying? Hope you're enjoying Germany. Hopefully Germany's doing well for you right now. And hopefully you're staying safe and healthy, brother. Tanuvane, the man who made the recording heard them scream, drop the knife, but he didn't see one. I didn't. Okay. See, that part I didn't know. That's some more information that I did not know. But there's, like I said, the story is developing even more and more. There's more and more stories being told and all that. But at the end of the day, regardless if he had a knife or no, because that part is still questionable to me, guys. For them to suddenly go, oh, yeah, he had a knife. Let's not forget he had a knife, too. Yeah. And I asked him to drop it, but he didn't drop it, though. I don't know. That makes me feel a little bit weird too. That makes me feel after the fact. I don't know. But at the same time, these are the moments when body cam would be extremely helpful. That's just my own personal opinion about it. That'd be extremely helpful. Still doesn't change the fact that the man should have complied. Still doesn't change the fact that homeboy, the police officer shot homeboy. The homeboy, I'm talking about the police officer, shot him 7 times. He didn't need to shoot him 7 times, even if he had a knife. 7 times, man. We haven't even talked about Trayford Pellerin, and that's a whole other can of worms too. And if we're talking about the dude with if we're talking about Jacob Blake having a knife, we most definitely got to talk about Trayford Pellerin, because oh my God, that's all I got to say. They lit that dude up like a Christmas tree, and he had a knife. So you're telling me that a knife garners getting shot 7 to 30 damn times? I don't know. I'm just saying. But if that is what really happened, that he had a knife on him and everything, then that's a different story. Still, no matter what, he still wasn't complying. And it still goes, I could still click and drag the video I just did a few hours ago, because I'll just let you know something, John, Caitlin. So this morning, a little left turn, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So this morning, I was on my morning show, and we're talking about the Jacob Blake story. Now, I put in my own 2 cents in that one, and me and Ed and Jack, we all sat down. You know, we had our round table. We read some comments and everything, but we really put in our own 2 cents in regards to what happened. But as soon as the show was over, I found out more information about said man, about Blake. Now, I found out about he had quite an interesting rap sheet. And there was a lot of stuff in regards to aggravated assaults, sexual assault. There was a high risk traffic stop where he did not comply with the police. He just started walking towards the police after they asked him to comply, to get down on the ground. They had to forcibly get him on the ground and use a dog to sick on him so that he would comply. So you got all those things. You got a whole bunch of things. Then he brandished a gun in the middle of a club, but apparently it looked like he didn't know how to work the gun or something like that, because the magazine that he had in the gun fell on the ground. So then the bartender kicks him out of the bar. He still is pointing the gun through the window, like at the window towards the patrons as he's walking down the street. So he clearly has an issue. He clearly has some anger issues. He clearly doesn't like authority, period. So we flash forward to 2 days ago, or sorry, yesterday, and he's there, and the cops are there, and they're asking him to comply, to get down on the ground, do what he needs to, whatever they asked him to do. You know what I mean? Do the Cupid shuffle, whatever it was they asked him to do, he did not do it. So regardless if he had a knife or not, he still wasn't complying. And if he just complied, he wouldn't have 7 bullet wounds in his body right now. He would not be in a hospital right now trying to recover, fighting for his life right now. But then at the same time, homeboy 5-0 did not need to plug him up 7 times. Really, he didn't at all. One shot would have done a damn thing. Like, one shot would have done the damn thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's interesting. You know, it's interesting. The whole series of events. I mean, and I'm reading something that Tanner Vane just said. Thank you so much for the information, Tanner Vane. Kenosha only has mics on their police, no cameras. Hopefully we get audio, and I totally agree. Hopefully we get something so we can actually know what's going on. Maybe they got dash cam, like cameras on their dashboards, so maybe we could see something through the car, through the squad cars or something like that. I don't know. All I'm saying is I wish brother would have complied. That's all I say. If he complied, this might have been a completely different scenario, a completely different story right now. But unfortunately, he did not comply. He refused to comply. And that's stupid. For someone who has 3 kids in the back of his car, who wants to live for his children, he has a lot of reasons. He's got a lot of things to live for. And he decides to ignore all of that just so he can go into his car. So it's like, but for what? For what though? For what though? What did he go in his car for? That's all I'm saying. That's it. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, interesting track record in regards to his criminal records. He has quite a rap sheet. Then all the stuff that went down, they asked him to comply. He would not. He goes to his car. They don't know what he's going to his car for. He gets shot. The only part that the cop messed up on is the fact that he shot him 7 times. I mean, he did some gangster stuff, man. Shoot, this ain't American Gangster. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like, he ain't having like some Denzel Washington moment, like, pop. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no Denzel Washington movie. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to get all of his feelings, feeling like he needs to shoot the dude 7 times. Once would have been enough. But it's interesting. Or use a taser. Or use your body and take him down. Try to, maybe give a little chokehold or something. 7 times though, man. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 7. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. So that was the intent to kill. And apparently, obviously he didn't kill him. The man is still alive. He got like at least a few more lives left, like a cat. You know what I'm saying? He's like Biggie Smalls, man. Not Biggie Smalls. He's like 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Crazy. Who was fighting that he tries to break up? See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, it was 2 girls. It was 2 women that were fighting. It could have been a spat between, like, maybe it was his girlfriend and his side chick. I mean, it could have been anything. It was outside of his home. It was literally outside of his domicile. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. All I know is it was a fight between two women that was happening outside of his house. And that's why people started calling the cops, because these two girls were going at it. And then he jumped in trying to stop everything. And then I guess, I don't know all the breakdown, but I'm guessing, my belief is they pulled up to find out what's going on. Maybe they ran his plates. Maybe they asked for ID, whatever it might be. I'm thinking that they found out that he has a warrant out. There's a warrant out for his arrest, because there was one that was issued on the 7th of July of this year. So it was recent. So I'm thinking that they said, hey, you're under arrest. There's a warrant out for your arrest. And he probably was like, nah, man, I ain't about that life. You know what I mean? Or whatever. He probably wasn't even down for it, man. And then he just, he did not comply. You know what I'm saying? Spec, have a good one, brother. Enjoy Germany. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, old-time crime shooting, Nikki, for sure. Like, I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more, for sure. You know what I mean? We didn't see that that in the video, unless they did it way earlier. Wait, which one? Where? Oh, see, I don't. Oh, apparently they did tase him. Oh, interesting. There's something interesting about these tasers, man. Okay, let's talk about these tasers, because this definitely has to do a lot about something that happened with Trayford Pellerin, the man that was in Louisiana. He got shot multiple times because he was wielding a knife. He was tased. Just so you know, the dude was tased. And he kept walking. He got tased and he was unfazed by it. Real talk. And he kept walking. And I guess he was trying to go into this convenience store of a gas station, and then they lit him up. And the camera angle is really bad. The camera's like, he's over here, and the camera's shooting this way, because I think the guy who was filming was too busy watching rather than filming. So you don't get a really good look at it. It's freaking terrible, man. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But, like I'm saying, there's just too much of these kind of scenarios. And the fact that it's back to back. You got Trayford, who got shot on Friday or Saturday. I don't know whichever day it was. And then Sunday is when Jacob Blake gets shot multiple times. And I mean, that's just one weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a weekend, y'all. Damn. That's a hell of a weekend. So I wanted to show you this video. This is just a little bit of a video from from Wisconsin during the looting. And it's just interesting. Take a look. Oh. I mean, and they're not giving two dams. I mean, they're busy. Yeah, it's like the makeup spot or where the shampoo area. I don't know what it is, but they're just going in.
Like 15 of them.
Crazy, man. Bruh. And just like that, empty. Crazy, man.
They broke all the departments, man.
Crazy. Bruh, it's still not done. Just getting everything they can get. Trying to break through things. Like, what the hell, man? Nah, that ain't gonna work. Just chilling.
Task get away, task. Don't stay there, task.
Just chilling.
Get away.
Just getting what they can get, man. Just getting what they can get, man. Oh, he ain't done yet. He got a whole other foldable bag. Bruh. And then just let's not forget the bags. Yeah.
Just take that back.
Yeah. So that just happened, guys. That's just nuts. That's just absolutely nuts.
My body. Michelangelo's.
That's just freaking nuts. Freaking nuts. But there you go. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the crazy world. And that's all in the name of Jacob Blake, right? That's all in the name of Jacob Blake. All of that is. Let's not forget that, right? Isn't that what it's supposed to be all about for Jacob Blake? The looting? Because that makes sense. That makes total sense. It's so stupid, man. Tanovian, I'll check it out here in a second. Thank you for the email. It's just wild to me. Like, as soon as somebody gets, it's like, oh, man, I'm going to sound like a jerk. I'm going to sound like a jerk, y'all. I'm going to sound like a jerk, but F it. I'm going to sound like a jerk, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's almost as if anytime, like, people get, as soon as we get another brother that dies in the hands of the police, if I feel like everyone gets super excited in that particular city saying, yes, we can go raid a Gucci store now. That's literally what it feels like. Not, oh, we're doing this, we're protesting for him because of the injustices that have been going on. Nah, not anymore. Now it's like, yo, now we can go raid a CVS real quick and get those Maybelline eyeliners that we've been wanting for so long, Trey. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole makeup aisle. What are they going to do with all that makeup, bruh? What are they going to do with all that shampoo, bruh? What are they going to do? Go sell it on the street? Nobody's going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. At least a half a dozen witnesses said the man had tried to break up a fight between two women outside a home at their house. The police had attempted to use a taser on the man prior to the shooting. Then they heard at least 7 gunshots ring out. That's crazy. Yeah. See, Tanovain? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. Did any of them go and visit him? Did any of them go send flowers? Hell to the no. I know for a fact that they didn't. Why? Because they're too busy in that CVS stealing loot. That's it. See, even my dog's heated. My dog's heated about this, man. See, he ain't cool with that. He's like, what? CVS? See what I'm saying? See? He concurs. He ain't down for it. He's like, I'll bite their ankles off. You know what I'm saying? I will tear apart an Achilles tendon. You see what I'm saying? That's what my dog's saying right now. With half his teeth still in his head. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Don't mess with my dog. Don't mess with my dog. I'm just saying. He's a vicious one. But that's the thing. Crazy, right? People are going out there, like in Chicago, when they had the misinformation of what was going on. The misinformation of the man who got shot. It was a man. It was not a little boy. It was a man. Chicago went nuts and just looted all the expensive stores, man. And then they said, this is our reparations. That doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, it just doesn't. I'm all for fighting for injustice, but fighting for injustice does not say go and do some more crime. Sorry, that's just not my personal opinion. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is from Kenosha News. Man in serious condition after Kenosha police officer involved shooting. So we're going to check this out. Obviously, we already know about Jacob Blake. He remains in serious condition at a hospital after being shot by the police. So let's see. I'm cold reading this as I go right now. I'm trying to find the meat and potatoes. Okay. So basically kind of what Tanner Vane said in the comments down below, but I'm going to read it anyway. Kenosha police said the incident began when officers were called to the 2800 block of 40th Street at 5:11 p.m. Sunday for a domestic incident. More than 60 people were gathered after the shooting at the scene, with several saying the black man was trying to break up a verbal altercation between two women shortly after 5 p.m. According to the Wisconsin Department of Justice, police gave immediate aid to the man, who was transported via flight for life to a hospital. Dozen of squad cars from blah, blah, blah. Okay. So at least half a dozen witnesses said that the man had tried to break up a fight between two women outside of a home, that the police had attempted to use a taser on the man prior to the shooting. Then they heard at least 7 gunshots ring out. Literally what Tanner Vane wrote in the comments section. And then obviously the video that we've seen shows the man walking away from the officers, going around the vehicle to get inside. While the man is entering the vehicle, the video shows a officer firing a gun at the man inside the vehicle. A woman in the video is screaming as he's being shot. Yeah. And then it says it's not immediately known whether the man had a weapon. Residents who live across the street from the residence said while they heard gunfire in the neighborhood before, it was never that close until Sunday. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Let's see. The incident highlights the need for officers wearing body cameras, as the county board supervisor pointed out how city officers do not wear them. The sheriff's deputy also do not have body cameras, and that is suspect as hell. Sorry, that's suspect. You're telling me that what? So if something like this happens, lucky for them, I guess, because we'll never really find out what really went down unless there's another angle out there, unless there's another camera angle out there that they have somewhere out there in the world. Somewhere out there, like just out there. Just gone. We don't know. Playing devil's advocate. This is Tyrannus. What's up, man? Good evening. If the businesses don't want it to happen, maybe they should. Oh, this is about the looting. Maybe be more vocal on police violence against black people. They have the money, so maybe they'll listen. Plus, the insurance companies will make them whole anyway. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's why, if you notice, the guy who's holding that camera isn't doing a damn thing. I'm sure they called the cops, but what are the cops going to do? You know what I mean? At this point, it's kind of like, all right, the damage is done. We might as well just, get that insurance to cover it and just be done with it. So if you notice, he's not tripping about it. They're just sitting there laughing and looking at these guys raiding the spot. And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to die to protect this place. You know what I'm saying? So you're just sitting there going, all right, well, there it is. Just gonna make it happen. It is what it is, you know? And it's crazy. It's sad and it's crazy that that's the kind of thing that we have to deal with. But this is every single time. And that's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Like, first off, we need to stop having black men just getting shot or killed in the hands of the police, period. That's what we need to start doing. Let's start that way first. But then second, we also need to get to tell the black community that, hey, looting is not protesting. Looting is just looting. That's not saying anything to anyone. I'm sorry. Now it's not. Now it doesn't say anything. Looting a place is just so you can get some stuff, some swag, maybe some stuff that you can sell on the street. That is it. That is not you going, hey, this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? The man. Nah, they got insurance. It's going to cover, everything's going to be covered. All that stuff that you stole is going to be restocked in in a week or so, and it'll be fine. Or they got all that stuff in stock in the back, and they're just going to restock it and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? As much as people say, oh, we got them. It's not doing anything. It's not. Burning a whole dealership full of cars is not a way that's not a way to protest. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. A whole car lot of cars set on fire. That's insane. That's insane. That does not help our causes out here. They're not listening to us. All they're doing is bringing manpower. They're sicking the rabid dogs at you. Next thing you know, when you weren't even going out there to protest in the first place, y'all, you just came out for the loot, you're going to get caught getting hit with a bullet or a rubber bullet, all because you wanted to get a Gucci bag. It's crazy. Hold on, let me show you guys something real quick. Let's see this. Kenosha riots. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys this. This is nuts. This is Wisconsin last night. And this is how fast Wisconsin just went whoo, in flames. This is just I'm going to scrub through this video, but you're going to see what I'm talking about here shortly. Hold on, let me get myself up in this piece as well so you can see me. Hi. All right, so here we go, y'all. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is just this is just the beginning of it. Little flame going on. This garbage truck. See? Everybody out. Ready to do no good. Cops already lined up, ready to go. Ready to go.
Are you okay?
Mace. Mace in the face means peace, see you later. I don't know. See? And we're back at this stuff all over again. Boom. Trashing a lot of cars. See? Let me just show you that. I'm sorry. This is just real quick. A car lot of cars. All right? The dealership. A dealership. Going and just trashing the cars. Going and just trashing the cars. But it gets better. They're like, but will it burn? That's the game that they're playing now, right now. So, but will it burn?
So you guys are lighting the trailer on fire, it appears.
At CJ TV on
Here we go.
What's happening here?
Just chaos. The chaos for the sake of chaos. Vandalized all those cars. Gattaca. Somebody just say Gattaca. Yeah, it just keeps going.
My mic isn't getting it. I'm sorry, you can't sugarcoat this one. This is a fucking riot, dude. All day.
Yep.
Can't this one.
Yep. All day. Stuff just destroyed. Back to ground
What
zero,
happened?
everybody.
Just let us know.
Yeah, they came, they broke the wall.
From your store?
They sold some cigarettes and cigarettes, drinks, and stuff like this.
Were you able to deter them pretty quickly?
Well, actually, I just got here.
Okay. So you just showed up. This is your gas station, sir?
I manage this gas
You manage
station.
this gas
Yes.
station. Okay. Were you here during the time? No. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, be safe. All right.
Thank you.
Be safe, please.
I feel like it's the Clerks. It's like that movie Clerks. He's supposed to be saying, I wasn't even supposed to be working today. The entire time. Man, I'm not even supposed to be working today, man. But yeah. I mean, and that's just the tip of the iceberg and that's just one small area of what's going on. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Attica. Yeah. What up, Michael D? Yeah. Tyrannus, figure will headline the RNC tonight. You know what? I don't know if it will, to be really honest. When it comes to talking about the RNC and the events, the entire convention, I don't know if it will, man, because I think that they're going to be too worried about them coming across as a racist. I have a feeling that they're going to avoid saying anything about it. They might say, like, we need peace and we all need to work together we all need to find some way of getting together type thing. But I highly doubt that they're going to sit there and go, Black Lives Matters and a terrorist group. I doubt they're going to do that. And if they do, I will be shocked. I will literally be shocked. My jaw will hit the ground and go, oh my God, that was ballsy. I'm just being real. Just being straight funky. Hey, Malia, how you doing, sweetheart? Good day, mate. It's sad to see whenever a controversial incident occurs. Seems like rioting is the new norm. When will it end for you guys? I don't know, man. See, that's the thing, Malia. I have no clue. I don't know if it ever will. I think it is most definitely the new norm. It is absolutely what it is right now. But I also do think this. If COVID was not around, I don't think that these things would be as prominent or as often as they have been. But the thing is that cops need to stop using excessive force on black people, or you know what, on people in general. And I think it would change things a lot. But there was those big protests that were going on throughout the entire country in regards to George Floyd. There was a lot of media depiction and a lot of just video on social media and on media depicting the police in a very, very bad light. But I'm going to be real. Cops showed they ass. It was not a good look for cops at all. So now everybody thinks Popo ain't no good. So now we just have this stuck in our vernacular, stuck in our brains. So whenever they do something, whenever something happens, whenever somebody gets shot 7 times in the back at point blank range, people are going to act a fool. As soon as the cops start showing their ass, we start showing our asses too. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. And the only way it's going to happen, and the only way it's going to change or end, is when the police stop doing crazy stuff like pulling a trigger 7 times. It was almost as if he didn't know if he hit him right with that gun, with the bullets. He's like, nope, gotta shoot him 6 more times. That first bullet wasn't enough. No, I'm at 3 bullets. Might as well just do 4 more. Nah, I'm gonna stop now. Girlfriend screaming. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. Was that enough? Yeah, that was enough. That's literally what it was like. Bop, 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 like that. How do you, that's, woo. Who does that? Who does that? And who sits around thinking, that's okay? You know what I mean? I mean, my Lord, that was like a crime of passion. That's what I see in like in those movies. You know what I mean? Like those really, really old, terrible 90s thrillers where like you got Rebecca De Mornay holding a gun and she's never held a gun in her life, but the abusive husband that's a serial killer / like alien from Mars is attacking her in slow motion and she just shoots like 15 billion times, emptying the clip. That's kind of what it was like. He just went bop, 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 like this person owed him money. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Crazy, man. It's like, is he dead yet? You know what I'm saying? James, you're funny. My mom told me you got to hit rock bottom before you even consider changing. But mom's an alcoholic, so she only gives the AA speeches. Hey, you know, that I see your point, but damn. See, Michael D., I agree. That was intent to kill. That was literally intent to kill. And that's just me. That's my own personal opinion. There's a lot of other people out here that'll sit there because, you know, you got the people who are out there who will sit there and go, well, the law says this. Then you got the people out there that'll sit there and go, well, no matter what, it's still a black man being shot unjustifiably. And I'm just trying to sit right there in the middle and go, I understand. Both sides are wrong, though. Both sides are jacked up. He should have complied. He should have gotten all Brody about it. Seriously. He should have complied and he wouldn't have 7 bullets in his body. But at the same time, that cop could have done different things instead of shooting him 7 times, man. Woo! 7 times. Bruh. It's obviously intent to kill. They only shoot when they intend to kill. Yeah, and obviously, you know, the academy, from my understanding, is they tell you to shoot at body mass or something like that. So not even at legs or arms or anything like that. They tell you to shoot at center mass. And of course, you shoot at center mass, it's a done deal. You know? Odds are you dead. Crazy. As soon as I saw that video, I swear, I was like, you know what? Him did. But no, he's still alive. I just assumed he was dead. And then I looked it up even more and I'm like, wow, this man is still alive. This man is still alive and kicking. Like I said, he 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent was shot 8 times. He's one bullet less than 50 Cent. That's insane. Insane. That's one strong, resilient man. So I'm really happy he's still alive. But real talk, I think next time he knows to comply. That's it. Period. Anyone trained to shoot knows you do not shoot unless you intend to kill. You can't count on any bullet wound being life-threatening. Not being life-threatening. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. T12. 9 times. It was 9 times. So 2 short. But dang, man. 2 bullets short. That's insane, bruh. That's insane. That's a lot of bullets in a body. You know? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I want to do a left turn, something a little bit like a little different. This one's a little different. It was trending. This one's a little different, y'all. This one's insane. This is something I would never have thought. This is something I would never have thought was real. Remotely real. This is insane. Okay, so this is very real. Okay, a special needs woman at the age of 20, she's 20 years old, went into cardiac arrest and was pronounced dead before funeral home staff saw her open her eyes as they were about to embalm her. I'm not kidding. This is not something this is not from some tabloid magazine or anything like that. This is something that's trending really hard right now. And I saw this earlier a couple hours ago and I was like, oh my God, this is something crazy. And I figured this would be fun to talk about something left turn, something not so politically or, socially heavy, but this is really real. So a 20-year-old Michigan woman with special needs was found alive at a funeral home on Sunday. She was about to be embalmed when mortuary staff saw her eyes were open, according to the family's attorney. Oh, I have a feeling they're going to sue somebody. I can smell it. Once you hear the attorney telling the story, there's a lawsuit coming. So the woman, identified by the lawyer as Tamisha Beauchamp, is currently clinging to life on a ventilator at a Detroit hospital more than 24 hours after she was mistakenly pronounced dead. The bizarre incident, worthy of a horror movie, yeah, this is like a zombie movie, man, began unfolding just after 7:30 a.m. on Sunday in Detroit, in the Detroit suburb of Southfield, where Tamisha, who has unspecified medical issues, was found unresponsive at her home. Beauchamp's family called 911, and the paramedics from the Southfield Fire Department responded to the address and found the woman not breathing. According to a statement from the Southfield Fire Chief, the first responders performed CPR and other life-reviving methods for 30 minutes. Given medical readings and the condition of the patient, it was determined that at that time, she did not have signs of life, the statement read. So it also reported that unnamed sources with knowledge of the case claimed that the Southfield police officers observed the patient move and breathe and summoned the EMTs back. But the paramedics allegedly claimed those were just side effects of the medication that was given to her. This is so crazy. Oh my God. So apparently, Beauchamp's godfather, or Tamisha's godfather, who's a registered nurse, told the paramedics that she detected a pulse in her. So after that, the paramedics then called the Oakland County Medical Examiner's office, saying that an official death declaration had been made for the patient and there was no suspicion of foul play. So based on the information from the fire department and the ER doctor, a forensic pathologist released the body, which was still at home, directly to her family to make funeral arrangements. Before noon, Tamisha was picked up and taken to James H. Cole Home for Funerals in Detroit, where employees quickly discovered she was still alive and breathing. They were about to embalm her, which is most frightening. Which is most frightening, had she had not had her eyes open. They would have begun draining her blood. To be very, very frank about it, the management of the mortuary confirmed the facts of the case in a statement, saying that that staff summoned Detroit Fire Department paramedics who arrived and transported Tamisha to a hospital. So she is still in the hospital right now. She's being hospitalized as of this afternoon, but her mother said she might not survive. Unbelievable. Somebody pronounced my child dead, and she's not even dead. She's in the hospital. She also told news outlets that she got the heartbreaking news that her daughter was gone at home. I told them, "Are you absolutely 100% sure that she's gone?" They said, "Yes, ma'am, she's gone." However, several hours later, she got a call from the funeral home saying her daughter was still alive, breathing, and on her way to the hospital. I mean, it's in, I guess, the attorney said it's one of people's worst nightmares to imagine having an ambulance called and instead sending you off to a funeral home in a body bag. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Adding that when the mortuary workers unzipped the body bag, they saw Tamisha alive with her eyes open. Bruh, like who does, like, how does that happen? I'm just saying. How does that happen? How does that happen? You go there, you feel her pulse, you say that there is no pulse. Paramedics say that there was no pulse. Then the cops are sitting there going, she's flinching, man. She's moving. She's jerking and stuff. She's still alive. EMTs are sitting there going, nope. It's a side effect from the drugs that we gave her to try to revive her and everything. No, ignore it. She's all right. No. So if she had no pulse, they revived her, but maybe her pulse was very weak. So they revived her. And lucky for her, it's weird that she was, to think that she was in there in a body bag for however long she was, for several hours. They moved her to that funeral home hella fast. Like, that was quick. That was hella quick. So, talk about, like, going from being alive to people thinking you're straight up dead to just being alive again. I mean, straight up, I hope Tamisha is okay. I mean, that is some crazy news. That is a crazy story. And I totally agree. Some doctors are about to get fired, for sure. I feel like those paramedics have a lot of splaining to do. Real talk. Given the fact that those cops are sitting there going, yo, this body is still moving. This kid is still alive. And for them to sit there and go, nah, it's just side effects. They didn't even go back and check her pulse. They didn't do one of these things, you know? What they do, they like do this stuff. You know what I mean? Count it and all that? No? None of that? Crazy, man. Crazy story, guys. Absolutely nutty, crazy story. Which is weird because if you really think about it, it makes me wonder what happened. Like, what happened beforehand that would pronounce her dead? Crazy. That's why EMTs are not allowed to make medical diagnosis, and they'll be gone too and sued for yeah. and sued so bad their grandkids will be paying. Absolutely, man. I mean, that's what you get, bruh. Like that was some negligent stuff. You know, that's why you hear a doctor talking or an attorney talking about it. You know what I mean? That's why you hear a lawyer talking about it like that. Clearly they're trying to get their paper, because you just, that's insane. The fact that even exists, that's even a story. I mean, I'm really happy to hear about it, about her surviving and that she's still alive. I mean, apparently she's still in critical condition, but still, they could have gotten to her quicker if those paramedics were smart enough to know that she was alive. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Let's see. Has the RNC started? I'm very curious. Just out of curiosity. So I don't know what you guys are doing, but I guess I will be checking out this. We'll be checking out the RNC and everything. Okay, somebody's talking. Somebody's already speaking. But anyway, Mr. T12. This happened to me. Indian man, 20 years old, waking up at his funeral last year. Really? See, that's some weird stuff. For somebody to be pronounced dead, like literally pronounced dead, to suddenly be alive and kicking, is still blows my mind. That is a real thing. Still blows my mind. And I agree, John. You know what I mean? Like EMTs don't get paid very well at all. I mean, it's bad. And then they work crazy hours, and you got to be hot, like you got to be on that adrenaline every single day, alert. So I understand that those kind of mistakes happen all the time, but still, you know, they work their tails off, and then they don't get nothing in payment, you know, unless they got a much bigger goal involved in line. You know what I mean? What if they're thinking about doing something else, or, you know, they're working their way into something more higher ranks into the medical field. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Michael D. I overdosed and died, but woke up because the drugs residual in my system kickstarted my heart. No fun, bro. Man, I'm telling you, man, that's insane. You know what I mean? That's absolutely insane to have that kind of story. That's insane, bro. I can only imagine that. I mean, I don't want to imagine that, because that would be just terrifying. But it's just so weird that, like, one moment you're not here, and then the next moment you're waking up in your funeral, or you're waking up in a funeral home, just like, what is going on? What just happened? You know what I mean? Yeah, Michael, shoot, man. How are you doing? Man. It's crazy, man. It's weird. It's crazy. So Donald Trump Jr. and Senator Tim Scott will be speaking this evening, so that'll be interesting to see. I'm not really interested in seeing DT Jr. talking, but check it out for 5 seconds. Well, and Michael D, I'm happy that you're clean, brother. That's really great to hear, man. Real talk. You know, that's dope. You know, that's no joke. I'm glad you're still on this planet with us, man, because that's some heavy stuff. That's a lot. That's a lot on somebody. Real talk. Oh boy, excuse me. I am so sorry. I don't mean to be yawning like that. Well, this convention has started. I'm going to be checking this out here very, very quickly, or very, very shortly here. But, oh, you're welcome, Michael D. Come on now. You know, that goes without saying, my brother. You know, it's always nice to know that somebody was able to overcome and is able to triumph over something like that, because that's no joke, man. Real talk. You know, keep up the great work, brother. But I'm going to wrap up the show. I'm going to wrap up the show now, guys, because the convention has started. I definitely want to check out some of these speeches. But, you know, we'll be talking more stuff tomorrow morning, so be sure to tune in. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning. We got a lot to talk about. I'm sure we're going to be doing some recap over the speeches that are going to be coming up here fairly shortly. And yeah, man, you know, and then I know that Tano Vane sent me a bunch of articles. I haven't gotten a chance to check them all out, but I'm going to pick a few of them, Tanu. And of course, if you got more, or if you see more, hey, don't stop. Keep sending them to me. I really do appreciate it. I will be looking at those and picking some for tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? Yeah, John, man, it has been a long day. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty wiped out. It was a long weekend, and it was a long day. But today was really great. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I always appreciate being able to be on here with you guys. So I'll be on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So be sure, 50th try, you just came in at the right time, because now we're leaving. But if you tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'll be on at that time as well. We're going to chop it up, talk a whole bunch of mess. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah, 50th, man, you missed it. But I'll be on at 9 tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? And, yeah, Malia, you know what I mean? Tanu's been sending me some really great stuff. It's just that I just don't have time to do all the research like 15 minutes before a show and stuff like that. So he's been sending me some really great articles to look at and talk about and all that. So I have mad respect and a lot of love for him, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm already covering that one, or, oh, he just gave me another angle on it, which I really appreciate, you know, that it does help a lot. So anyway, because at the end of the day, it's just me looking up all this stuff and trying to get everything prepared for each show. So it's a lot to consume and get prepared for. And of course, it's very appreciated. But anyway, I'm going to get going, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow's show will be a little bit longer, and Wednesday's show is going to be a little bit longer because Thursday and Friday, there will not be any shows. I will be traveling on Thursday. I will be in LA, but I'll explain everything about that tomorrow and all that. So I'm excited about that. I talked about it last week, but of course, just to give you guys a quick reminder, I'll be talking about it more tomorrow for sure. All right, guys. So anyway, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.